All right, we are here at the George R. Brown. My name is Tom McCasland. Last name is spelled McCasland. I report directly to the mayor, and I am the point person for the city here at the George R. Brown.
What can you tell us about? We're at capacity. We're double capacity. What are we doing?
None of us do this for a living, but we are at 9,000 people, just over 9,000 people. That has held steady for the last approximately 3 hours. And I expect that as daylight comes up, we will see additional rescues. But right now we are at 9,000 people. We have 5,000 of those, just under 5,000 in cots. The rest of them have been sleeping on the floors or on chairs this evening.
Are you going to open another citywide shelter?
We are working on that. I want to be clear. I'm responsible for the George R. Brown, but we are working with senior staff at the city as well as other regional government officials and our state and federal partners. This is a collaborative effort to get additional shelters opened as needed. I think we all know that we need additional shelters, and we'll have more information as the sun comes up and we understand how many more people are going to need a shelter in space.
Are we looking at the Toyota Center, NRG, or those possibilities?
I will let the command center answer those questions. I know that we are looking at all available space that we have, and the mayor is working hard on that, but I'm responsible for George R. Brown, and will keep my answers limited to what's happening here, which is what I know about.
Thomas, can you just be clear with us? People are going to hear 9,000 people and 5,000 cots, and they're going to think it's chaos, but it's not, right? Things are under control here?
Things are under control. We've had a very quiet night with 9,000 people. You're going to have a couple of minor incidents, but they have all been minor this evening. People are sleeping well. Even the people who are out on cardboard and blankets, they're sleeping well. We're currently providing people breakfast. It's a very slow flow in. As people wake up, we're going to have more of a meal around here. It's going to be a little bit more chaotic than what it's been the last couple of hours, but this is a very controlled situation. HPD is in sight. We have plenty of presence here, and people they're tired, they're wet, they're exhausted, but we've gotten them dry clothes. One thing I do want to emphasize, we do need continued volunteers here, but if you're going to volunteer, go to redcross.org and sign up through their volunteer space, because we are now at a level where we need to control the flow of volunteers coming in here, and we do not need additional clothing at this location. That may change in time, but please do not drop off additional clothing at the George R. Brown for the moment.
Is there any consideration towards segregating some of the people? Because some people said you have homeless people, they're being a little aggressive, a little boisterous right next to people with families with young children.
People are safe in there. We have a strong police presence on site. If there's an issue, we address it immediately. In terms of safety, we do have a mixed population here. We are going to deal with that. That is a situation that you deal with in emergency situations. It is not your home. We understand that, but it is a shelter where people are safe, people are dry, and people are out of the flood waters, and that's what we need to be doing immediately.
Is there ever going to be a point where you guys are at full capacity and you start turning people away?
We are working right now with like I said, the city, state, and federal officials to make sure that we have sufficient capacity for people who need it.
What about supplies, food, blankets?
So as I mentioned, we do not have cots. As the mayor mentioned yesterday, we do need plus-size clothing. So if you do have that, that is one thing we could take here. But otherwise, we do not need just large drops of clothing. Water, we have completely sufficient water. We have sufficient food for operations right now, and we are making preparation for that. We had a couple of trucks that needed to get in last night. They are here. We're in the process of setting up showers. So this will soon be a fully operational shelter. We have a fully operational pharmaceutical facility. We have doctors on site. People are getting their needs met. We essentially have an emergency room that can operate there and handle any emergency needs. And then if they need steady care, we'll get them over to a hospital.
What about the next few weeks? How long will people be able to stay here?
I'm focused on the next 12 hours right now. We're on a 12-hour by 12-hour basis. I think we don't know what's going to be happening out there. As the flood waters recede, we'll figure out what our true needs are, and we'll be making sure at the city, state, and federal level that the resources are here. I've got to get back to work, but I thank you very much.
I just need to clarify one thing, because there's a little bit of a conflicting information about donations. A lot of them are saying that blankets and towels are needed because they're coming in wet and cold. Is that true?
We still need blankets and towels.
Okay,
we do not need large amounts of clothing. Please do not bring clothing here for the moment. We have large amounts of clothing back there, and we are going to need that space for shelter space as opposed to just holding clothing. But we do need volunteers, but don't sign up through redcross.org and go to the closest shelter to you. We do not want people taking their life in risk to get to this location. Redcross.org and signing up through there will get you to the closest location where you can volunteer and be of assistance. But we have steady volunteer presence here. It's been here through the night. We appreciate that. Houstonians have been phenomenal in giving back, and we know that this is something that's bringing us together. But people are safe here. I want to repeat that, and we have a plan going forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
My
Caesar,
name is
you want to meet
Tom
over here?
McCasland, MCCASLAND. I'm the Director of Housing for the City of Houston.
Okay.
And thank you, Haley, for bringing
All right,
us
guys,
that
are you
live.
still with me?
Yes,
yeah, go ahead.
we are. We've been listening in, Haley.
Yeah, you know what it seems like is we probably started off as a pretty desperate situation, and we've been begging people, bring your donations, come volunteer, and it seems like they are starting to organize a little bit better. They're wanting volunteers to register with redcross.org. Now, as I was saying earlier, the medical staff, the ones that he's talking about, we're saying we need more nurses. If they have a pulse oximeter, we need those. We need gloves. So you know what? You might want to register with redcross.org and then see where you can go from there. Obviously, we want you to do that safely. It was good to get some clarification on the clothing. It seems like seemed a little bit conflicting when he first said it at the beginning there. But what he's saying is that yes, towels and blankets are still needed. The mass amounts of clothing, maybe not clothing in all sizes. The plus size clothing, yes, but he's right that we need that valuable shelter space since we do have so many people here. There were rumors all night long that the city was going to open another shelter, and it just seems like we don't know at this point. So, we don't have all the answers, but we are working really hard to get them for you.